So welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're doing a quick side-by-side comparison of HBO Max and Netflix. Now, this has been a request that's been coming in. I finally got an email asking me to do a side-by-side comparison. Netflix, of course, is the gold standard when it comes to streaming. Everyone and their mama and their cousin have a Netflix account, but recently HBO Max launched, guys, and HBO Max has a ton of content they acquired from Warner Brothers. They also have a lot of TV series and blockbuster movies that actually makes it a good comparison. So today we're going to discuss the ups and downs of both services, the price, as well as the compatibility and the user interface. And after watching this video, please drop a comment, let me know which one of these services you have. If you have both services, which one you like better. Also tell me why you like that service better. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so if you're new to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I do everything tech, from your tech unboxing, streaming reviews, streaming news, and everything in between. So hit that subscribe button in the top right, smash that notification bell. Also drop your questions and comments in the comment section below. The first thing we're going to look at for both of these streaming services is the price. So as we know, Netflix has a couple tiers. There's one tier for $8.99. They also have tier 2, which is for $12, and tier 3 is $15.99. And what they include in the different tiers is the amount of devices that you can stream. So Netflix, I believe you can stream 2 on the second tier, and they also have access to 4K content. Now HBO Max, on the other hand, only has one service, one price. They're $14.99, and they don't offer any 4K content. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. I also should mention that some customers who currently have a HBO subscription through their cable provider might already have access to HBO Max. So if you have any questions about that, please refer to your cable company and see if this service is actually offered. So those are the advertised prices. Like I said, you can search around. Sometimes they have deals and promotions going around. I know that Netflix, for a period in time, if you're a T-Mobile customer, you got the service for free. If you search around, you might be able to get some deals on both services. Now, I should also mention that both services have the option to add users, add kids account, which is something that's definitely needed because they do have a mix of different ratings within both services. As far as the actual user interface, so Netflix is the standard, like I said, guys. Whether it's on your mobile device, on your TV, on your computer, the interface is nice and clean, and most of the time I don't even use the menus. I usually just scroll through it. Recommendations are usually on point. The trending is right there, and just scrolling through the page like I'm doing now, normally you're able to find whatever you're looking for. And not only are you able to find, but it gives you a nice preview. So if I just stay right there, we'll start playing the preview. That way I can kind of take a quick glance at it without even trying, and then you can make a decision if that's something you wanted to watch. Now, HBO Max, on the other hand, does have a nice user interface. It does look nice and crisp. Graphically, it looks amazing. I can't really complain, but I know that sometimes the recommendations are off, and that could be because I haven't spent a lot of time on it like I have on Netflix, so it hasn't yet learned what I like watching. But sometimes it seems like it's grouping stuff that I wouldn't watch together. For instance, they'll have the kids shows next to the rated R stuff, and yeah, it just seems like it's all over the place. So I can't fault it yet because, like I said, maybe it's still in the process of learning what I like to watch, recommendations, how to group and sort. But this is something that I'm gonna give the nod to Netflix on. As far as availability and compatibility, Netflix is basically going to be available for any device you have. If you have a smart TV, a smartphone, your Amazon Fire TV, your Nvidia Shield, Netflix will have an application. And most of those devices even has a dedicated Netflix button, which I find annoying, but that just goes to show how widespread and how available Netflix is. Now, as far as HBO Max, yes, it's a new service. Yes, it's available for a good portion of your streaming devices, but two of the big players that is missing is Roku, which it's probably the largest streaming platform in the US, and they're also missing the Amazon devices. So if you have a Fire Stick, Fire TV, Fire TV Cube, the HBO Max app will not be available in the App Store. So having said that, I did do a video showing you guys the workaround. So if you guys want to check that video out, if you own an Amazon Fire Stick, I'll go ahead and put a link. I'll put a card in the top right as well. So big thumbs down for HBO Max not having apps available for those devices. And it's not that the apps won't work. I believe it's a agreement or dispute or whatever they're going through, but as for now, those devices will not have HBO Max available. So what are both services known for? What are they best at? So in my opinion, Netflix is best for the original series, guys. You can see a list right here. So from Ozarks, Black Mirror, they also have Orange is the New Black, Stranger Things, Glow, Master of None, and I can go on and on all the way to the Tiger King. Netflix seems like they hit the nail on the head when they're developing these original series. So definitely that's your strong point in my opinion. Can't give the nod to Netflix just yet because HBO Max has a lot of good original series as well. As you can see right here, Game of Thrones alone is one of the big ones, but they also have The Sopranos, they have Curb Your Enthusiasm, 6 Feet Under, a lot of good titles on here. But what I believe HBO Max is best for is their combination of blockbuster movies. As you know, they do have a huge chunk of the Warner Media library, so a lot of Warner Brothers content. They also have HBO content and Turner Cable Network content, so they'll have some of the big titles as well. So they'll have a lot of blockbuster movies, and some of the stuff they acquired, The Big Bang Theory, Friends is a big one that's in HBO Max, Rick and Morty, and Doctor Who. So they have a lot of content on here as well, but I think they shine when it comes to those movies, those blockbuster movies, no matter which category you're on. But they're still not slouching when it comes to original content, because I do believe that they have a lot to offer. So both services has mobile download, so you can download content, take it offline with you. So if you're going on a trip, if you're going to be on an airline for a while, or you're going to go into a cabin or something where you don't have Wi-Fi or internet, you can go ahead and download the content and take it with you. Also, this is a big plus for both platforms, is that neither of them has ads in their content. So you won't see commercial breaks every 15 minutes popping up. And Hulu is a good example that every 15 minutes you get the same ads, and it just becomes annoying after a while. So good that none of these services actually has the ads. So when it comes down to which one you should pick, first thing is price is a factor. HBO Max is going to be a little bit more expensive, so keep that in mind. It is $14.99 for the package. Like I said before, if you have a certain cable service, you might already have that included, or you can look around to see what deals are available. Netflix, on the other hand, is going to start out cheaper at $8.99 for the basic package, and you can always update it, but that's one thing to take into factor. The second thing to take into factor is if you're looking to watch 4K content, Netflix is going to be the way to go. So currently HBO Max doesn't have 4K programming. Hopefully this is something they'll add in the future, but Netflix has a ton of 4K, and this is available, of course, on the most expensive package. So the $50.99 package will give you the 4K option. And the last thing I think everyone should take into consideration is not just going in blindly on each service. You need to actually take a look at the content, take a look at the movies, take a look at the original series, and see what's available. So if you're into Friends, for instance, Friends is exclusively available on HBO Max, so might want to take that in consideration. If you're into original content, original programming, Netflix is known for that. They done a good job. They keep the content interested, and it seems like every week they're releasing something new. So that's something definitely to consider as well. The interface, yes, I prefer Netflix a little bit over HBO Max, but I don't think that should be the ultimate factor. So just want to leave it there. Please, in the comment section, let me know which service you currently have. Let me know why you picked that service, or if you have both services, let me know if you plan on keeping both and why. Also, drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know which two services you would like for me to compare, and I'll go ahead and try to make that happen in the near future. I know Hulu is another big one, Amazon Prime Videos, and there's some other ones out there that has a lot of good content. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.